Hello everyone, what's up? Welcome to the ShinyRyko channel. Now before we go any further, there are some things I need to address. It's about YouTube and they're taking down my videos. Now, as you know, everyone should know if you watch any of my previous videos, I don't do anything against any of YouTube's policies. But they keep taking down my videos, and at first I told them, I emailed them back that I didn't do anything wrong, and they took it down and they put it back up. But this time around, they're just taking it down and they're not telling me as to what is wrong with the video, but they just make sure it stay down and they give me a tick for it, which doesn't make any sense. None of my videos have broken any policy, and if one of them had, all of them would have, because they're all based on the same thing. Now, let me continue through the deck. I don't know what's up with that, but hopefully somebody in the box down below can tell me what's wrong, because I'm pretty sure I'm not doing anything wrong. Now let's start the video. First of all, we're using Odd Eyes Pendulum Magicians with Performapals. We have double Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon, 2 Unicorn, and 1 Phoenix. If you are new to the deck, Phoenix is just a low scale that can make you Pendulum 4 searchable by your field spell, while Unicorn pumps your Odd Eyes monsters, these two, by a Performapal monster on the field. Now, Odd Eyes does double damage, so it leads to OTKs. So that's a central core to the deck. Then we have, for the pals, we have Joker, triple Sorcerer, Guitartle, 2 Lizardraw, and Radish horse. Now, Guitartle and the Lizardraws are just a draw engine for the deck. The deck is kind of sluggish since the banlists keep hitting it, and it brings up the pace in the deck a lot. Also, Sorcerer being just a very good card in general. Very played. And he leads to OTKs with Odd Eyes. You just have to have access to him and Odd Eyes and being able to pendulum summon them. If you go for your Radish horse and your Unicorn, it leads to an OTK by your Radish horse reducing your opponent monster by the attack of a Performapal, which will most likely be Joker, so 1800. And when you attack with Odd Eyes, you can use Unicorn to pump Odd Eyes by any Performapal, which would most likely then be again the Joker, which would be 4300. And Odd Eyes does double damage, so it's 8600 damage. So it's an instant OTK, and that's one of the central cores to the deck. Later on, I'm going to explain all the win conditions for the deck, because people don't really understand the deck. I even beat meta decks because it catches them off guard and don't really understand what it does. Next on up for the Magicians, Triple Pit, 1 Pulse, must play. Wisdom Eye, unfortunately he's at 1 still. Double Oath, because he combos with the Wisdom. Noble Dragon for your Synchro summons as Pendulum Tuner. Then you have Xiangke, easily can be bumped to 2, he negates light monsters, and also he makes you summon your strongest monster in the deck. Timebreaker is crucial because he's your magician that is a low scale that is searchable other than Wisdom. So there's only 2 searchable low scale in the deck, so he's a must play right now. He's not really optional to play. Most people who don't play him get wrecked. And for your miscellaneous Pendulum monsters, triple Abductor and 1 Kirin. Self-explanatory. You don't need to play Bunbuku because you're not playing any back row. It just makes you try and get your Kirin faster, and it's not really having space in the deck. It's not really that good. Then we have triple Iris, triple Terraforming, 2 Odd Eyes Fusion, 1 Pen Call, double Mystical Space Typhoon, Raigeki, and Treacherous Trapple. Now I'm playing my Typhoon over Twin Twister because right now, at first I was playing Blue Eyes, and because none of their back row are non-chainable, I normally lose a card for no reason when I use my Twin Twister. And it applies to majority of decks that don't set a heavy amount of back row. So I keep losing out, so I just change them into Typhoons because it's a 1-for-1 scenario, and even if the backfield activates, it's like, so what to me. And then obviously play a lot of spells to work with your Abductor for your first turn combos and etc. For the extra deck, we have double Vortex, 1 Starving Venom Fusion Dragon, Meteor, Clearwing Synchro Dragon, Enlightenment Paladin. No, sorry, apologies. This is not Paladin. This is Nirvana High Paladin. The evolved form for it. Abyss Dweller, Castel, and Dark Rebellion XC Dragon. Now, Abyss Dweller, I just put it back in due to the fact that I've been playing a lot of decks lately that have been abusing graveyard like frogs, and I just felt that I need back the card to be played now. Then we have Utopia Beyond for OTKs, Big Eye, and Flare Metal. And last one up for the Odd Eyes, we have Odd Eyes Rebellion Dragon and Double Absolute Dragon. And that's it for your extra deck. You actually don't need any other single card that exists for your extra deck than those. Last one up, we have the side deck. 2 Sticky Kaiju. The reason why you're playing Sticky Kaiju is that he's at level 7. So even if you draw him and your opponent says... Alright, a perfect example of this, if I was playing Gamma Seal and I don't want to give my opponent the Gamma Seal, I can't Pendulum Gamma Seal because they're level 8. While Sticky Kaiju on the other hand is 7. So I can Pendulum summon him and XC with him, just if times get rough. Then we have 2 Numenera Tetsuda. Plus he's not that easy to take care of. Gamma Seal is that easy to take care of because if he turns to defense, I can't attack him off with nothing that exists in my main deck or side deck. I have to go through Castel or some means like that, which I want to avoid. 2 Trap Eater for the anti-spell or any continuous trap card you know you might face. It's mainly in there for anti-spell. Then we have Triple Flying C and Double Max C. Obvious reasons. Then we have the last Mystical Space Typhoon and Triple Royal Decree. Now this is a little quick combo for the deck. Let's just say in the end phase we use Odd Eyes to search for my Sorcerer. Now we can obviously put the Oath in the scale, Pendulum Summon 2. From here we use Sorcerer effect, destroy the 2 scales, and we search for either Joker and Unicorn or Joker and this. Now it's important to get Joker because he's the highest attack Performapal that can be normal summoned. So use Joker and make sure we have 2 of these at the end of the day. Now we're going to use our Radish Horse effect, reduce an opponent's monster attack by the attack of my Joker, and then when I attack with Odd Eyes, I'll increase it by the attack of Joker. Now if some situations come up, you might want to exceed into your Dank Rebellion Exceed Dragon just for the extra damage, because it will lead to some outrageous amount of damage being placed on the board. Also, if you have a next level 4, you should just do this anyways because it will lead to a high amount of damage, especially if the monster is actually a very high attack. Example, it has 3000. It will have 1500 after you use this effect, and if you have a next level 4, you can drop it by any of these and it will be at 0. So this will be attacking for 4000 and others will be attacking for 8600. There is a high chance it's an OTK. Now this is a first turn play that you can make with Abductor, Terraforming, or Iris on any high scale. However, if you did not draw a high scale, you can still perform this to a low extent because you won't have the free Iris search at the end of the day. Now let me show you how the combo works. First of all, activate Abductor, obvious reasons. Terraforming into your Sky Iris, then Dragonpit. There are 3 counters on Abductor. I remove them to search for Joker or option B, Kirin, but due to the ban list being not so far from now, which is the next reason why I didn't want to make any videos, I'm not going to use Kirin. So we're going to use Joker effect, search for Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon, then we're going to use Sky Iris to destroy the Joker. Then we're going to search for Odd Eyes Fusion. I'm going to Pendulum summon the both of them, and then I Odd Eyes Fusion into my Vortex Dragon. This is just a standard first turn play. It's very consistent in the deck. All you need is the cards I told you, and that was just using 3 cards, which is little bit over half your hand if you go first. So it leads to some insane first turn boards, and the deck normally just pressures in your opponent. A next strategy you can use to win is if you have two level 6 and other is Pendulum Dragon. Now you exceed into Utopia Beyond, you drop your opponent monster's attack to 0 and you attack with Odd Eyes. Odd Eyes has 5,000 and the Utopia will do the other 3,000. You don't play with Upstart, so it's a guaranteed OTK unless your opponent does something to increase their life points. There are several other things in the deck that you can do, strategize with, but you play everything with a little focus around it. Now if you just play standard beatdown with the deck with your Odd Eyes and other high level monsters, you can just simply use Flare. But the main strategy is just to use all the summoning mechanics in the game. Your Pendulum, your Fusion, your Exceed, your Synchro, pressure your opponents until their life points are low, and then you either Flare them or you win just by that. That's the main strategy of the deck. But you have little combos, as I've just shown you, that will work. So thanks for watching. You should tell me what's wrong, why YouTube taking down my videos, and I'm out. Peace. Have a great day.